like this as we prepare to enter the fourth quarter. But in the third quarter, this buzzer beater from Jenkins right before the horn to end the third period. A welcome burst of points for the Detroit Pistons because the Cavaliers making life really difficult for them at the offensive end. Cavaliers taking the third quarter 32-25, and that a welcome triumph.
It was Javonte King in the first quarter, game one. Then it was Ron Holland in the third quarter of game one. Now, Jenkins, it's your turn. Will that shot give the Pistons the momentum?
Lakers Thunder. That's coming up next here on Prime. We got a good finish coming here. The 3-on-3. Pistons 79. Cavaliers 75. Cavaliers have had a single turnover in the third quarter. Mitchell, good look. Short on the tray. They get the offensive board. Shooter. Going to Cunningham. Out to Tyson. Tyson down the lane. And he gets it to drop.
And that's the ability with Tyson on the floor. Not only to shoot threes, we talked about in the first half. Put the ball down, make a play happen, and a tough finish for Jalen Tyson.
Going at Mobley. Mobley with the rejection. Outside to Robinson, and he doesn't get it off in time. Cavaliers getting the stop.
And I could feel Cavalier fans just pumping their fists with Evan Mobley. Standing up during, being there, being physical, keeping body on body, and the timing on the block shot. Perfect job by Mobley.
3 blocks for the former Defensive Player of the Year. Schroeder. Mitchell. Windmill gather. The runner won't go. It's on. What's the throw? We are tied.
And this is as I've seen Donovan Mitchell in the entire 2026 playoffs. And he's all about it right now, trying to get their first win on the road.
Oh, Thompson. Thompson. No. Rebound screws.
Just about to get started. Chandler Simpson digs in now.
Number 14, Chandler Simpson.
Hauls it in, one away.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Check swing. He went. That's strike two. Strider in his 5th season, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round.
What do you got?
Yes, he did. That's a swing. 2 down, base is empty. Now here is Junior Caminero. Look out.
Perfect.
That fastball drilled him. Going 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Inside.
Got it. Looking for the pin. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. We go to the bottom of the 1st. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Shane McClanahan. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him? Here's Acuna Jr. at the plate. And that's fouled off. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Fights it off. You'll see another. 1-2 now on Acuna. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
All over that one right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
Inside, ball 1.
And a big swing and a miss.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Acuna runs. For strike 3.
He's in there. He's dead.
So now with 1 away and a man at 2nd. And next for Atlanta, Yordan Alvarez. That one fouled off. The 0-1.
Ball.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Man on 2nd, 2 down. Way out front for strike 2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Base hit right field. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to 3rd. Sean Murphy gets a chance to hit. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with it.
That one off the mark. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. 2 on, 2 outs. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout. We move ahead to the top of the 2nd now. And stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. this one, and the Rays take the lead. It's 1-0. Fouled off left side. And a foul ball.
But just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
The 0-2.
Ball, that's inside.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Yainer Diaz in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Gets him to chase after that one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts. Jake Fraley, the next to hit. In the dirt, blocked. Donovan off of first with 2 away. Cuts it in. That's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back here in Atlanta, now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. To third. 1 pitch and 1 out. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Check swing didn't go. Now 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Eli White next up for the Braves. This one in the air center field. That is the inning. Back at Truist Park, here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career, but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2.
You know, Luke, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
Simpson checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Payoff pitch. And there's 1 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Line drive and foul ball. Line drive, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Check swing, he held up. Ball 1. And a foul ball. 1-2 now. Cut on a miss. Gunnar Henderson next to hit for the Rays. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Nope.
And that is that. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ha-Seong Kim. McClanahan back to work.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam and a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
Nope. That's inside.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Fraley under this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
It's early, but they've struggled to lay off sliders off the plate, and they need to do a better job of recognizing those pitches and where they're headed through the strike zone.
That's inside.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Austin Riley at the plate. Struck out looking his first time.
Ball.
And he swings through that one. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And that's the third out. Start of the fourth, and stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And the 0-2. Got it, swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yainer Diaz. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one fouled off. Inside. And the count is 1-2. Got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Back here in Atlanta, so here's the Braves designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. First offering, foul tipped, and oh man, that rang off his mask. You could hear it from up here. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. Over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 away now. Here's Sean Murphy. Struck out swinging his first time. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Murphy, 31 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings and misses. 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Swings over the top of that one.
Ooh, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That clips the corner. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Base hit, so a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Banks off the wall. Mullins headed home. And they lead by 2.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And now Chandler Simpson. Man at second. And that one fouled off. The 1-1. In the air, right field. Acuna under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. Yandy Diaz now 1 for 2.
The designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Swings through that.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 away with a runner at third. And we're in the top of the 5th. Throw on to Olsen. He's out.
Well, he made it look easy, but I can tell you that was not a favorable matchup.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. 2 outs with a runner at third. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. White under it. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
He's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Nope. Ball 1. That's a ball.
In the air to left center. Simpson has a beat on it. And there's one away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Has some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And Sugar Shane McClanahan gets his second strikeout of the game. White now at the plate as he thought about that one but held back. No question about this one. It's out of here. A massive home run. And they're on the board. It's 2-1. Hit weakly on the ground, but it kicks foul. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across as the Rays try and punch back down the road. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Back at Truist Park and stepping in for the Rays, Gunnar Henderson. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Danny Young.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That one pulled foul. And the lefty with the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, it gets swings and misses.
Got him swinging. One away. He was late there. Strike 1. Comes up empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it for the catch. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings. 2 down, bases empty. Brendan Donovan next to hit for the Rays.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the the 6th. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves. Edwin Uceda gets the call from the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Ball. That's inside.
Here's a 1-2. Got it! Working! There's a swing and a drop. That one carrying. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The relay, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Fall off foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off for that jump.
Here's Matt Olson. His single. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. So now pitch hitter for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin. A critical at bat in this game for him. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. The next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Out towards right center field. Mullins on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the catcher for the Rays, Yainer Diaz. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Young, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2015.
Ball 2.
Pitch in the dirt. Ball 3. First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And here's a 3-2. In the air, center field. Dubon settles underneath it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, center fielder Cedric Mullins.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Swings through the sweeper. grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Swing and a ground ball over to Albies. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Runner on the move. Pitch misses.
Yep, that ball went out.
High left throw. Save. That's a stolen base. Young. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Olsen handles the chance. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Back here in Atlanta. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Swings through that one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Fouled off. He was late. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's a really good take.
And he can't come up with it. Still fires to first. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score. Eli White next up for the Braves.
Lay off that pitch down.
The Braves with the go-ahead run at the plate here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Braves, the shortstop.
And that is out of play.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Duvall off of first with 2 away.
That's the ball. That's ball 2.
And it remains 2-2. Next pitch is outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. We're at the top of the 8th. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH. Yandy Diaz. Out front, rip foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And a swing and a miss. Got him swinging. There's 4 strikeouts now. High fly ball down the left field line. Carrying well. And that baby's down. A solo shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-1. One down. Gunnar Henderson next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3 in this one. A swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. Foul ball. The 0-2. And they'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's a base hit, and that's a 1-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field, so that definitely felt good.
Check swing, held up, and that is ball 1.
Here he go.
Checks his swing, appeal to third. Nope, he held back. And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That's a strike. 3-1. And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a cookie down. The middle. I mean, those are the ones you're trying.
Pitching change here. Tyler Kinley.
And this could be a pretty critical play in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Now here is Brendan Donovan. Two on, 1 out. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No, that's down. No, that's a foul ball.
Got him swinging for the catch. Yainer Diaz next to hit for the Rays. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that'll do it. Back at Truist Park, now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. New arm out of the bullpen, Ian Seymour.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ballgame. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
To the left side, but it is well foul.
You know, these Braves finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. That one lifted to left. Simpson should have this one. And there's one down. That's in for a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Can't make contact with the sweeper. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Jordan Alvarez.
This manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Late with the swing there.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back in Atlanta Truist Park, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Foul ball there. Late that time, it's strike 2. Swing and miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. That one fouled off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
That's a ball.
Got him swinging and chased the changeup. Hayes is third of the game. So back to the top of the order. Here's the Rays leadoff. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Raisel Iglesias.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. To the right side. And he's out on the tag. And the inning is over. Back here in Atlanta. So down to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. In the air out to center. Henderson takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Hey. Here's the 0-2.
0-1.
1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Got him looking for the strikeout. Braves down to their final out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Tied him up inside with that one. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The Rays trying to close out a 2-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is...
Bailar la pelúa, que no baile que lo despelucan.